am I a furry? Yeah. This is the question that's been haunting my waking nightmares. I get asked this quite a bit because, well, I'm a dog. But in order to really start digging into the baked beans of this question, we have to ask ourselves, what is a furry? And I'm gonna keep this super short because that's not the whole purpose of this video. A furry is just a fan of anthropomorphic animals. You like The Lion King? Furry. You like Zootopia? Furry. You like the gecko from Geico? Surprisingly enough, also furry. So with this in mind, I've already met the basis for being a so-called furry. I'm an anthropomorphic animal, I'm a dog, Jesus fucking Christ, look at me, open your eyes! But, of course, there's plenty of quote-unquote furry imagery that exists, and it's being used by people that wouldn't consider themselves one, which is where I often get hung up. So what's the deal? I'm a furry just because I'm a dog, but the 6,000-year-old anime fox girl isn't? How is that fair? And fair being not being a furry, which personally I don't give a shit about. When I was around 14, I started doing doodling in my sketchbook. I really wanted to become an artist. And I would always draw this reoccurring character. He was this dog, and his name was Beta. No relation to the existing furry YouTuber. I promise. And I loved drawing him. I actually caught the eye of my art teacher when I was younger, who said that they just couldn't wait to see my character in a TV show or animated movie or series. And I'm sorry, Mrs. Franklin, but I became the dog. And I also was the one that drew the dick on your desk, even though I said I wasn't. I'm sorry, but also it's too late now. You can't do anything, bitch. Well, as you could probably guess, though, the character that I designed was in fact my fursona. You know, that's if you're clicking this video without being a furry already, which thank you, I really appreciate that. Fursona is basically a persona, but furry, okay? A dog. You see that dog and you're like, dang, I want to be that dog. Luna from Hell of a Boss, that's somebody's fursona out there. Guarantee it. I know, this is shocking news. The character that I use all the time and I represent myself as on the internet is in fact my fursona. I know, we're breaking new ground here. But anyway, the years passed by and I got deeper into the rabbit hole. No pun intended. No pun intended. I don't want to see any comments about it. But as the years went by, something began to bother me. I was streaming, I was making videos, and almost none of them are actually about being a furry. The furriness was just a qualifying factor. It was the vehicle for the information that I was putting out in my videos to get into your ear holes. And this is how I like looking. This is how I like interacting with my audience online. Because I was creating content as a furry, even though it wasn't furry content, I'm still considered a furry content creator. That just doesn't sit right with me. I don't make things exclusively for people sitting there in their fursuits, pawing off, so to speak. That's a real thing, by the way. I make things for you, the person listening to this right now. If you're a furry, great. If you're not, thank God, the algorithm has finally freed me. I guess what I'm getting at here is, yeah, of course I'm a furry. We all have eyes. But I'm a YouTuber who happens to be a furry as well. And that sits much better with me. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you have something you'd like me to cover, I always love hearing about them in the comments. Slop responsibly. Have a good rest of your week. Stay hydrated, and I will see you in the next one. Oh my God, he's a furry! Get him! Get him!